What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Aquaman issue number 12. This is part of the Fight Month DC KO Round 2, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. But Happy New Year, everybody. That's right, this is the first video of 2026. I posted my farewell video yesterday, and now we're on the first, and I'm going to be playing a lot of catch up on some comic book videos for the past couple of weeks, because I basically focused all my time on Jaws Week last month. So now that that's done and over with, now we're going to be playing some catch up. And I guess the good thing is there was nothing released the 31st, so a lot of it's just DC KO Fight Night rounds 2 through whatever, and we'll just go ahead and talk about those really quickly. I mean, it's basically just big fight scenes per issues, so we'll discuss that. I have some thoughts on some of them. Some of them I'm like, okay. Some of them I'm just like, that's kind of lame. Some of them are like, okay, that's kind of cool. But we'll just, we'll run through them all. But basically, this one is written by Jeremy Adams, and this is Aquaman versus Hawkman. Or as I like to call it, Hawkman gets the shit beaten out of him by Aquaman. I mean, compared to a lot of the other ones, this one just goes a 2-round instant KO. Aquaman wins. I mean, this is the Aquaman title, but I expected a little bit more of a challenge for Arthur. They basically just made him, oh yeah, you're in space. It doesn't matter. I'll just utilize my water telekinetic powers and just use that to control you and just beat the hell out of you. Like, Hawkman, I'm sorry, man. If you're a Hawkman fan, you're going to be probably ticked off at this one. Because, like, usually, like, they've gone, like, 3 rounds with most of the stuff. This is the first one's, like, an instant 1-2 punch. No. Hawkman, you suck. Aquaman is way better. But, again, this is written by Jeremy Adams. John Timms on artwork. At least the artwork is pretty good. And we get this fight between the two of them. Basically, it seems like they're in kind of a barren wasteland. Hawkman can kind of fly around. Arthur just uses his powers and just drowns him. KO. And then they end up also having like a bit of an interlude with the World Forger and Booster Gold, who is now like controlled by Darkseid. So that's kind of going on throughout these various rounds. And then we get the next battle in space, and Hawkman is just kind of looking there thinking, oh, I've kind of failed and all this stuff. And then basically Horus comes to him, like, are you a failure? Do you think you can do this? It's like, yes, I can do this. He really can't do this. Aquaman, even in space, uses the water in his body to basically take him out, and basically that's it. It was a pretty one-sided battle. Aquaman just annihilates Hawkman, and I guess it's cool if you're reading the Aquaman title, like, yeah, there's my boy. But if you like Hawkman, you're just like, couldn't he have won one round? I mean, at least Superman versus Captain Atom was a little bit more like back and forth. This one just basically a one-side annihilation, which should be the case for several other fights, mind you, but, you know, it's just not going to happen. But at least the artwork's pretty good. It's just it's just kind of an action sequence. I would have liked a little bit more back and forth tension between the fighters, but Aquaman just kind of beating up Aquaman is kind of funny in some ways. So I feel like Aquaman's going to be, it's going to be Aquaman versus Superman in the finals is the way I'm kind of leaning towards with this event right here, or at least Wonder Woman. It's going to be something along the lines of that, or maybe they'll try and find a way to throw the Joker in there, which would be really stupid. I haven't read that one just yet, but I'm going to be pumping out like several of these videos in a row. But all things considered, there's at least some good artwork, some good action, but I would have liked a little bit more back and forth stuff. And to have Hawkman basically just job 2 rounds to Aquaman just kind of makes him look like a bitch, if we're being honest. So yeah, I mean, this one's just all right. I mean, nothing too thrilling or exciting, but it did kind of surprise me that Aquaman just beat him easily in 2 rounds. Usually they try to pad these things to 3. So at least there's a surprise factor in that regards. But yeah, it's just poor Hawkman. That's all I'll say about this thing. So anyways, what did you think of the issue? Post your comments down below, like this video, share it with friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications. Not much else to say. I'm going to be pumping out a bunch of these things out, but I just want to get my thoughts across very quickly with this one. So I got like 12 or 13 videos I got to catch up on. That's what happens when you're like behind for several weeks. We're like, no, we got to finish this thing, and then we'll jump back into this series. So look forward to that. All right, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video, which will basically just be posted right after this one. So sayonara.